You know, lots of times I piss people off because like, oh shoot, that's me, that's me, that's me. But lots of times when I hear myself, it's nostalgic. It takes me back to that point when I was recording that record, or when I see people's reactions to that record, I see how their emotions are triggered. So it's a very warm feeling. I didn't really realize there was a musical crisis, but I do realize that record labels are not as rampant as they used to be. You know, we used to have record labels all the time. There was Criterion and CTI and WTG and all these different labels all around the world. And, you know, and now, you know, basically through the States, you've got Universal and Warner Brothers, and or Columbia, which is, you know, Sony. And a lot of record labels have combined. You know, in 2 years, we may never buy a CD anymore. It may be all just digital downloads. That is a crisis. And there's a whole bunch of people, I'm sure there's people here at this NAMM show too, that expect music to be free. And music is not free. You know, myself and you guys, we bust our asses to write music, to perform it with a band, to get it published and licensed and get it out there. And, you know, we work, you know, so we expect to be paid for that. So that's a crisis in itself. As far as drummers go, I remember in the 80s when drum machines first came in, and I was at the forefront of that, and my whole idea about that was, if it intimidates you, go dominate it, master it, conquer it. You know, like the original drum machine. So I went out and immediately bought them. I learned them, you know, and I implement them in my studio because I play piano and keyboards. So instead of being intimidated by it, and of course we've all lost work to somebody going, oosh, pop, ooh, tap, ooh, pop, you know, da, 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 psh, you know. That's not funky. There's no funk in that. Now, if we, us drummers, were to program that, it would be more funky than, let's say, somebody out there in the street or somebody doesn't have any knowledge, or even a keyboard player. I would actually let a keyboard player do it before a guitar player. No offense to guitar players. But that again is, you learn how to dominate the electronics. You learn how to be a master of all the trades, not just drumming. You learn how to play another instrument. You learn how to write the songs. You learn how to produce, and you learn how to operate the electronics. I do all that stuff. Yeah. That was my first instrument, and I really felt sad because I stopped playing piano around right when I started playing drums at 8. I started playing piano at 5 because I could only focus on one thing at such an early age. So, but then I started taking lessons again on piano at 11, and you know, I'm not as good as my 11-and-a-half-year-old son now, but I can do what I need to do.